I can I can perform in front of many people, but I can't be seen at the grocery store. I can perform for
Mm.
many people, but I can't talk to any of the performers. And like I can perform, but I can't have human interaction.
Hey, hi, hello, and welcome to this episode of The Queer Vision. I'm filming in one of the craziest places because this is what it's like being booked, busy, blessed, and a business owner. I am in my friend's my friend's driveway. About to go to Queer Lake Day. Shout out Queer Lake Day. Before Belly tonight. Shout out Belly if you've ever been to a nasty queer show. Um, and I am behind. Sorry. I know that today is Saturday and not Thursday, and I'm so sorry for that. But I'm a girl. I'm just a girl boy thing, and I'm doing the best I can. Anyway, today we sat down with Hummingbird, um, tiny but mighty little drag king, poet, 2 inches tall, and he's definitely ready to sing. This one was recorded in person at the Durty Bull, which we've started to do a little bit more now. Shout out to the Durty Bull, where Belly will be. And also, it was a little awkward because we're both a little awkward humans. And even though we know each other, I don't know why we just had never been one on one like that. And I think we both just were like in our own minds. Honestly, this was a really good conversation. We talked about finding your queerness through drag, being a twin, ADHD meds, and the very real experience of like being able to perform on a stage, but almost about to die when you're going to go in the grocery store. Two very different things, babe. Anxiety works in crazy, crazy ways. This is a short and a sweet one, but it's a fucking good one. So buckle up, get a snack, and let's get into it. Well, thank you so much for sitting down today on the Queer Vision.
Of course.
I know it's been a second for us trying to like coordinate an interview, so I'm glad we can finally make it work. And yeah, I'm excited to like chat with you more and get to know the lore behind Hummingbird. Normally, we just have you start out by telling a little bit about yourself, your name, your pronouns, all that fun stuff, and anything you want the viewers to know.
Hi. I'm Hummingbird, a tiny yet mighty king who's a wild and untamed thing, 2 inches tall and ready to sing, also known as Fox, they, them, and they, he.
Period. Okay, come on. Not the alliteration. I love. Can you tell they're a poet?
Maybe.
No, because that's literally me. I'm like, I can't write a caption lately without it being a poem, and I need to stop, but I can't.
Why stop?
True.
If not, why not?
I guess that's a good segue, honestly, is just before we hop into like drag and all the other amazing things you do. I know poetry is something I've seen you do in drag, and then also it's been published a little bit in our magazine as well. So where does that kind of come from? Have you always kind of wrote? Have you liked poetry for a while?
I don't know. I started doing it when I was 18, and I don't know. It just kind of kept going. I kept looking back at them. I was like, I don't like those. And then a lot of the poems you have today are based on the same concepts of when I wrote when I was 18, which is better, I guess. I don't know. Came from somewhere, I guess. I don't know.
No, that's real. I get that. Was it something you did like intentionally, or did you just kind of stumble upon it?
I just kind of started doing it one day, just like drag.
Yeah. No, that's really interesting. And I love that you actually know the exact time too. It's kind of crazy to me because low key you didn't even have to think about that and it would have took me a long time. But no, I so do you like to feed your poetry into your drag and kind of into each other? Do you feel like they coexist kind of, or do you feel like they're two separate things?
I mean, I write about drag. I write about like how drag has helped me figure out who I am.
Hmm.
And so I guess in that way,
No, that's real. I guess I feel like in some ways all art can kind of be connected when it's coming from the same like person, because I feel like even, like, with myself, I don't know, there's a lot of things I do I consider art, but, like, I feel like I definitely have a style, whether it's makeup or graphic design or even just the way I run events. Yeah. Sorry. How did you get into the drag scene? I know we talked a little bit about that in the last podcast that we did, but just for anyone listening now.
I just started one day after high school. A few
Mhm.
days later was the first Pittsboro Pride.
Mm.
And we went up to a booth and they were like, yeah, we have a amateur drag show at the end of the month. Do you want to do it? Or you want to come watch? And we were like, yeah, let's do it. I thought it would be a one-time thing. And then they invited me back again. And then I kept doing other things. And now I'm here.
Did you ever, like, watch drag before? Like, did you go see it in clubs or anything first?
I did not.
That's crazy, actually.
Mhm.
You just were just, like, diving head in, period. I live because I definitely did more, like I think I went to Glitter Hour quite a few times, and that was kinda my turning point to finally do drag. Because I was like, "Okay, wait, maybe I can do this." Because 'cause I'd only really seen the very polished, very, like I don't know. I really only saw Drag Race, as most people do.
Yeah.
So, like, I knew about, like, Dragula and those things, but I never really, like, into it or saw it enough. But, yeah, but that is kind of insane to, like, kinda just jump in. Did you have context of what, like, drag was really at that time?
I mean, I never went to a club because I wasn't old enough to
Mhm.
actually watch it, but I did watch some shows on it,
Mhm.
but that was about it.
And I feel like information is also hard even with that too. I feel like even when you look up like wanting to do drag, especially as like a king or a thing or anyone who's not the norm, like there's so little information on it.
Mhm.
Like I feel like you just kind of see the drag race queens and I just don't see a lot of people talking about what it's actually like to like do drag on a local level.
Yeah, and I mean, it wasn't usually drag queens that started off. It was like male they were called them male impersonators,
Mhm.
which was the main thing that was seen and everyone loved them. And then they were just trying to hide us. So like kings are definitely not a new thing
Mm.
as people claim they are.
Yeah. You said, I don't know that I know all the history actually about like kings and stuff. Would you like to elaborate a little bit more if you know about it?
I mean, I don't know the full history, but it was mainly that they were male impersonators
Mhm.
and, I just forgot the name, but yeah, there was many. That's the extent of my knowledge.
No, that's real. That's real. That's how I feel too. Like, I mean, obviously, yeah, I think it's been around. And also playing with gender has just been
Mhm.
around forever. If you even look at, I mean, even what's been considered masculine and feminine, we go back to historical ages where men wore wigs all the time and makeup. So it's not, yeah,
Their favorite color was, well, the male, quote unquote, male color was pink as well. Yeah.
society always changes. With that, I guess gender identity wise, how does that fall into, if it's not too much to ask, how does that fall into like your drag and that part of your queer persona?
Yeah. Before I started drag, I didn't, one time my mom asked, "Hey, do you want to bind to outside of drag?" I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm chill. Why would you ask me such a thing?" Come to find out I'm non-bi. And so I guess just the more I wore binders, the more I was like, "Oh, I don't have to follow this thing. I don't have to, do what they're telling me to do and what they're still telling people to do." I'm sorry.
Mhm.
They say non-binary, they, them is a new thing. Like, and no one, they weren't taught that, but I wasn't taught that either. Going back to schools has shown me that it's like, oh, they're still doing this and this. I wasn't taught that either. So that's not an
Yeah.
excuse to say that. So I guess doing drag has helped me find that.
Yeah. Like find the confidence and like it being an option
Yeah.
for you. That's real, actually. I feel like, yeah, on the thing of people, were you kind of, were you talking about more of like people saying it's grammatically incorrect or just like about the concept in general of being more than just like male or female?
I was talking about the more of the concept.
Oh, team. Yeah. I agree. I feel like it's not really told it's an option a lot. And yeah, I don't know. Even when I was younger, and I hate to admit it, but also it was just probably internal. Obviously, it was internal denial. Like, but I definitely was one of those people that was like, for a good year or two when I was a teenager, like, there's only two genders. And now looking back, I'm like, bitch, that's literally insane because you are always all over the place when it comes to gender. And I've always been like, after that point, somewhere in between or somewhere not cisgender. Yeah. I don't know. And it was kind of because I think I also didn't even realize it was an option at the time. And I had a lot of loud saying the same thing. And so, yeah. Did you grow up in North Carolina?
I did.
In
What
like this central area or?
in Pittsburgh?
Okay. How's that been like as a queer person? Well, I guess you found your queerness a little bit later in life, but as Pittsboro treated you, I guess.
I mean, we live like 10 minutes outside of Pittsburgh, so I live in the woods.
Mm,
And so I don't know, we're kind of isolated away from the shenanigans. Yeah, I kind of just did my thing. So it really, I don't know, doesn't really do anything.
that's good. At least like you're kind of near the central area. Like your queerness really ever a thing for you growing up, or was it something that kind of just hit you later in life, kind of when you found drag?
I didn't really think about it because when I was younger, I was kind of in and out of different hospitals for different reasons. And then it wasn't till I got out of, I guess, a hospital when I was 14. And then I was like checking out books from the library, trying to keep it secret from soy sauce, doing this. And I don't know, like, I was like, oh, I think I'm asexual. What about beyond that? Oh, I think I like this type. I like this type. I'm checking out books. I'm like, maybe I am. Maybe I am. Come to find out soy sauce was doing the exact same thing. We were trying to keep it separate from each other, but there was no point.
Yeah, I was about to ask that because I totally forgot that you are indeed a twin. Yeah, that is, I feel like that has to be a whole nother interesting experience. But I mean, I guess it's good that you all were kind of in the same mindset. and we're able to relate to each other on that level.
I mean, another thing about being a twin is that so they think you like the same exact things.
Mm,
They want like you want to wear the same thing, do the same
mhm.
thing. And so they were like, "Oh, so people are like, oh, you're just becoming like you're just non-binary because soy sauce is non-binary. You just want to do that because
Yeah.
soy sauce is doing that." I'm like, "No. I'm a completely different person. Why would I feel this way if it's because I want to be like why would I get top surgery because someone else got top surgery? Why would I
Yeah.
put myself through that?"
Yeah.
And so yeah, after that.
No, that is a really weird concept because people definitely do think that, and it's definitely not the case that I've ever seen with, like, actual twins that I've met. But also there's something to, like, someone being that close to you and kind of embracing a part of their self that gives you the permission to do the same, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. I think, like, it doesn't mean you're, like, oh, like, copying them and it's not true for you. It just means, like, okay, that could have maybe been part of the reason it's like, okay, well, this person who I trust and love this is literally my twin, like,
Mhm.
also is feeling this way, so I'm not alone, so I can kind of
And I mean, soy sauce and I remembered what I was gonna say. Me and soy sauce are, we've never liked the same things. We've never worn the same things
Mhm.
really. And so the only things we did together were like started drag together and theater together, backstage, of course. Anyway, so it's like they're more diverging back into theater world and I'm doing more drag world. So
Mhm.
we're again diverging because we're
Yeah.
not the same.
Yeah, exactly. So when I guess when you're in drag, what and I know this is like a loaded question, but like what does that like feel like to you, I guess? Like what because I feel like you do really light up on stage and I feel like obviously drag is a place where we're able to express those parts of ourselves we don't always let out.
Mhm.
But I feel like you are a more like quiet and kept to yourself person. And then I feel like when you're on stage, it's like a ball of energy, just like blah. So yeah, do you want to talk a little on that?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm finding myself about what am I saying? What's a sentence? I don't know. Yeah, I feel like Hummingbird isn't necessarily a different persona. As
Hmm.
people say, it's more of an extension. Like Hummingbird does the things that I wouldn't do.
Yeah.
But then again, is that just me
Yeah.
trying to show it? And I mean, I'm finding stuff about myself more recently. I guess it's easier for me to perform than it is to talk to other people.
Mhm.
And I wrote a poem about this and I called it "What Are You Looking At?" Because it's basically I can perform in front of many people, but I can't be seen at the grocery store. I can perform for
Mm.
many people, but I can't talk to any of the performers. And like I can perform, but I can't have human interaction. So I guess I don't know. Performing is like a mask.
That's what I was about. I didn't wanna, like, clock your tea, but, like,
Yeah.
I feel that also. Like, I think it's always been easier for me to like, I could get up on stage and perform, but, like, if it came to, "Oh, I'm, like, giving a speech to this whole group of people, I'm having a talk with, like, this whole audience," it's not as fun to me. Like, I don't love hosting because of that reason. Yeah, I don't know, I get it to some extent.
Yeah.
And sorry. I think it also, like it's kind of like symbolic armor in a way, or can I think it's the same thing of, like, in my opinion, like, when you feel good or when you look good, you feel good. So it's like, in my case anyway, I've experienced it that way where it's like, okay, I'm almost more open when I'm in drag because I just ultimately feel like this, I don't want to say superhuman, but like better version of myself.
Mhm.
So I'm going to present myself that way.
I mean, like it's kind of like different eyes looking at you.
Yeah.
It's like they know you on stage, you know you on stage. Okay, we're good.
Mm.
But then, like the other day, I don't know what happened. I was taking the trash to the dump. I got so overwhelmed, and the trash came back in the door. So it's like different eyes looking at you, and it's like you know you're there. I know I'm there.
Mm.
We're doing good. We want to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think like there's so many factors to that too. Like even the state of the world, I feel like, which I don't know in your case, but like I feel like that also can play a role. Cause I feel like, I don't know, it's hard to feel sad reality. It's hard to feel safe right now, I think, in a lot of spaces. So I don't know. I think that's something I also feel in that regard is like when I'm in a show and I've already like put all those parts of myself on display, I don't feel like I really have to mask, you know? There's certain rooms I feel that way, but especially like at least shows that I'm used to and like shows here. I don't know. I feel like I don't have to try to fit a box or a narrative in it. And it's nice. And so that feels a lot better than like day to day life where I'm like, oh, I'm talking to this person right now. Are they overanalyzing me? Are they thinking about if am I speaking too queer? Is it safe if I'm speaking too queer? Do I need to mask my queerness? Like, I wish those weren't things that went through my head, but
Yeah.
they sadly do more than I like to admit. Just like if you feel like queerness is part of that as well, like having to feel like safety within your queerness, like to be outwardly queer with people? Like, is that something you struggle with?
I mean, yeah, it depends where I am. I
Yeah.
mean, some people are like, "Oh, what are you? This or that?" I'm like, "Whatever you wanna call me,"
Mhm.
because I just can't. So I guess I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. Can't
No,
really
it's
say
real.
anything.
Yeah, I get it. It's kind of I think we're in a weird place societally at the moment too, but yeah, sorry not to get
Oh,
negative,
no, you're good.
but yeah.
And that's what Hummingbird is about. You have to bring the serious, the silliness, the some randomly sexy comedy. You have to bring
Yes.
it all. Because if you don't, because drag is inherently political, right?
Yeah.
And so if you don't bring attention to that and all the types of political activism, the seriousness, if you want to call it,
Yeah.
same.
No, I get that. Like, it's like the play of both. And also, like, I like that you said that about your persona too, because I think it shows duality.
And I mean, I find it, like I said, I find it hard to have human interaction. So I can share people's stories. I can do all that. But if they message me, I just freeze. I'm like, I don't know what to do. And so I'm like, yeah, there we go. And then I share it. And I'm trying to find a balance of, I want to help other people, but I can't even talk to them. What do? I don't want them to
Mm.
feel like disappointed that I'm not saying anything, but I am doing things for them.
Yeah, I get that. I think it's just being real.
Mhm.
Like, and I know that's hard also if you're like, it's hard to just send a message, but like, honestly, sometimes just when you feel in that good mood, be like, hey, sorry, I haven't reached out. Like, sorry, sometimes it's just hard for me. And I think that's important. I think people value realness and honesty. And I feel like also if someone gets upset about that and they're not the person you want in your circle anyway, in
Mm.
my opinion. Um, 'Cause I get that. I mean, it's not the same, but I am not the best, like, texter, and sometimes I'm afraid of how that can come off in different ways as well, but I think it's just like, yeah, there's other ways to show that you care and, yeah, just being able to be honest and real but I get it. It's scary, and I think in drag, it can be more scary too because there's so many weird, like, politics in a way,
Mm.
right? Which I wish wasn't the case, but, like, it kind of is sometimes. It can definitely be intimidating. That's real. I wish there was, like, an easy answer,
Mm.
but I feel like yeah, I feel like just being honest and doing what you can do, and also I feel like if you're sharing stuff, people will always appreciate that. I do get kinda what you're saying though, 'cause I feel like I've also been trying to lean in more to, like, making time and actually getting to know people in the community. Like, obviously, we do this, and I get to do this, but past this, I'm not the best at, like, making plans or going out and doing stuff that isn't, like, a show, and I think that's such an important part of community too, but there's so many barriers to it. Like, if you have anxiety, like, that is a barrier. If you are not financially stable, that is a barrier. If your transportation isn't stable, that's another barrier. If you have to work a lot, like there's just so many things. So I think at the end of the day, when it comes to community, I feel like it's just showing up when you can. You could disappear for months. I mean, like, not people wouldn't care, but like they'd be like, this person's probably just out doing their thing. They'll be back. Hopefully. And I'm glad because I feel like you kind of took a second where you kind of stepped away a little bit. Is that correct? Or maybe we just weren't crossing paths, which is also very possible. Is that?
I think that's more it. I haven't
Yeah.
really stopped. I just don't like. I don't know how to get out there. I don't know how to put myself
Mhm.
out there.
Yeah.
And so I want to do way more shows, but I just like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know what I'm doing here. What would I do that? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. And I think also some of it too is doing it when you don't know what you're doing. And I know that's terrifying, but also like that brings me to a question. What's your zodiac sign?
I don't know.
You don't know. You're the second person
I
that's
don't.
told me that.
I don't do that stuff. I don't know.
That's not, I don't do that stuff. It's crazy. I don't get that away from me.
I wouldn't be opposed. I just don't have the like a mental capacity to bother with it.
No, that's real. That's real. When's your birthday?
May.
May. Okay.
Not the year.
Not the year. 2027. I'll be born next year.
Yep. I've been told a Gemini.
I was about to say, I think you are a Gemini, and that's kind of crazy because you actually are twins. I don't know. It's just because the Gemini is like the twins. Like
Okay.
that's the only sign that has two like people
Mhm.
portrayed. Geminis in this world.
Mhm.
I will say I don't feel like there's a lot of Geminis in the performing world for whatever that's worth.
I'm here.
You said, well,
I'm ready.
oh,
Whatever you need. That's a stretch. Never mind.
I know. I feel like there's gonna be like 20 Geminis. Like, what do you mean? There's plenty of us. I'm sorry.
There's only one hummingbird. I don't care what other people say. Thank you.
Oh,
A tiny yet mighty king who's a wild and untamed thing, 2 inches tall and ready to sing. You're welcome.
I'm sorry. I live for you just saying the tagline. Like, I think you need to do that every time you introduce yourself,
I should.
or just like, yeah,
I should.
just the whole tagline.
I am so known as Fox that doesn't live in a box and loves toe socks.
Period.
Toe socks.
Oh my God.
We.
You have them on. I'm still waiting for the toe burlesque.
I'm trying to get it ready. Trying to get it ready.
I can't.
I'm trying. It's coming. It's in the works.
No, I get it though. I think, yeah, a lot of it is just going in to new rooms you wouldn't normally be in. But I think it's hard. Like I was saying, there's so many barriers to it, barriers to having time and gas. And then also like if you don't have anyone to go with you, then you're just showing up alone to a new place that you're not comfortable in, that you've never been in before, and that's kind of scary.
That's what I do all the time.
Yeah, I've done it plenty, but I also know that it can be terrifying. So, but I feel like you're doing it,
Yeah.
and I'm proud of you,
Thank you.
of course. But yeah, sorry, I feel rude now that I thought you took a break, but I think we literally were just
It's okay.
it's okay.
People don't know I'm there usually, so it's okay.
Oh my gosh. Well,
I show up, they're like, who are you? And I'm joking. Sometimes they know who I am. This is us.
This is us. We're here. We're at the Durty Bull.
I guess I'm not masking as much.
Tea.
There we go.
Me either.
I get energy bursts. Do you? We could talk about
Do you?
you?
Right now, I'm on my ADHD meds.
Me too. Yeah.
I usually. What are you on? Do you mind me
Adderall.
asking? Okay, I'm on Vyvanse, so it's bit differently. I've never tried. How is There's a good topic. Do you want to talk about neurodivergency?
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. How has that like played a role in your life? When did that kind of show up for you, or has it been something you've always kind of known?
So my family has been telling me, Fox, you need to go get checked out for ADHD. Fox, you should go get checked out. I go in December and I come home. I tell them I'm on Adderall now.
Hello.
And then I don't know, like the past couple of months with the Adderall, I don't know. It's like taking something for the ADHD has like opened up my brain to things I haven't noticed before. And so I did just turn in a thing for teach. And so I just did, and I don't know. It's like opened my mind to things that that's been there, but I just haven't actually noticed, I guess.
I get that.
Yeah.
It's like someone once described it to me as like having a bunch of little like lasers pointing everywhere, and then versus like having a spotlight.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how I see it. But I definitely get that because it like helps you finally focus on things a little bit better. That's crazy. It's so recent though, but congrats.
Thank you. Let's see what happens.
Have you felt like that's helped with like social anxiety and talking to people?
I mean, it's helped me figure out like kind of why I might have run away from the dump. I don't know. I've been doing these things and I'm like, I don't know why I'm doing these things. And it's like, I feel like at drag shows, I want to like, I don't know, like, wee! But then I just like, I can feel myself stopping myself from doing it.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I only asked because I feel like when I got on ADHD meds, it kind of helped some with like a little bit with my social anxiety, but just with my anxiety as a whole, it helped a lot for me because a lot of I think anxiety came from the swirling, overwhelming thoughts that were always in my head.
I still have those.
Bro, I mean, they're still there.
Yeah.
They're just like a little quieter when the medicine is doing her job.
Yeah, I think like the first time I took the Adderall, I cleaned the entire house and I couldn't stop. I don't know how that happened. And it's kind of just opened my mind to why am I doing other things? Why do I do this? I didn't notice I did this.
Oh, like it's giving you the capacity to actually like look introspectively. You feel like that's wrong. And I think also like just going back to like catching yourself and like stopping yourself. I've been there before too. And I think it really depends on the room you're in. So holding yourself in that room. And it can be hard. Cause I feel the same way. I'm like, I want to scream. It took a long time for me to, and still even sometimes it's hard to confidently like scream at a drag show, which is crazy because it's like, that is kind of etiquette and it's like good to do. But for some reason, I would just have extreme anxiety every time if I was the first one initiating it. But producing kind of forced me to get over that because I was like, okay, this is my show and nobody's hollering. And if I want someone to holler, then I need to holler because they will follow suit. But yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess the only time I'm comfortable at a drag show is if I'm the one on the stage. Or else, like, I'll try to, like, holler, but nothing happens. I'm like, woo! But then it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's real. I am a loud bitch. I just, like, scream at the top of my lungs.
Quite the opposite here. Yeah. I'm sorry. No, you guys are doing lovely. I just don't know. I just don't know what I'm doing.
I think you just need to start, maybe you just need to start carrying 10 signs, you know, like, you just be like, 10.
10.
And that can be your way of applause.
I mean,
Honestly,
yeah,
I would live.
maybe. I mean, most of the time, like last time I had earbuds in, someone was talking to me. I only got half of the conversation, but the music was blasting so loud. I was like, I need these in.
That's very real. You have to get so comfortable too, like sometimes not knowing. I don't know. I do hate that about the club because that's why, like, I don't know. It's just hard to have full conversations ever.
Hummingbird, a tiny yet very quiet thing, a king thing.
Yes.
Yes.
I live.
Thank you. I mean, I signed up for an interview and I was like, well, I don't talk about myself. What am I going to do? We'll find out.
Honestly, thank you for sitting down. Thank you for making the drive out. And sorry that my brain is only halfway worked.
Mine too.
But I think we've got a good grip on who. Oh
Next
my
time.
gosh. Next time. And that was Hummingbird. I'm so glad we finally got them to sit down and do this podcast. It has been a while in the making, but things just kept happening. We absolutely love Hummingbird. And hopefully this will not be the last time you see them. If you want to find them, you can find them at Hummingbird King Thing on Instagram and any other platform that they are on. Come see them perform live. They light up a stage in a way that, like, no one else does. They zip around like a little hummingbird, and it's genuinely, I can be honest, one of the most fun things to watch. Also, just want to circle back to the point of being able to perform on stage versus not be able to walk into a grocery store, and just how, like, real of an experience that is. Any creatives, tap in. It's so different when you, like, clock a persona or you're, like, there to do a task. But when you're being perceived by other people that you're not ready to be perceived by as a queer person, it's just like a whole nother level, I think. And it's just an interesting dynamic. Anyway, this was an amazing episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all genuinely got something out of it the way that I did. I love you all so, so, so much, and we will see you in the next one. Bye. So stick through. Oh my God, hello.